I ain't happy. But I'm trying to. Take a deep breath, y'all. Okay, y'all, good morning. Tuesday morning, and y'all know, man, I ain't gonna try to let it get me down. But I gotta go pick him up, carry him over to where the car is. He can't even get a ride to the freaking a mile away. I wonder where all his buddies are now. You know, he's always talking about he got all these buddies. I'm gonna try not to lose my mind today. So late start, of course. Because I didn't know that he wasn't going to have a ride until 5 minutes ago. So I'm going to have to step outside the comfort zone big time. The HOA's on the list for tomorrow. I ain't got a check from the last time, and it's looking really tall. And they'll start getting complaints, you know. And then of course the management company, they'll tell them, oh, well, yeah, I'll call the landscaper. But the reason I ain't done it is because I haven't gotten a check for last month. See, ain't nobody gonna end up owing me $2,000 or $3,000. I'm not gonna let it happen. And if I have to lose a customer behind that, then that's what'll have to happen. I need to get my money from last month before I start doing anything on this month for that HOA. I'm already giving them a deal. But see, when you are dealing through a middleman, the middleman ain't never gonna take the heat. He's always going to blame it on me. So when the HOA calls the management company and tells the management company, hey, what's up with the lawn guy? You know, the management company says, well, I don't know. Let me see. You know, and then the management company come out and tell him, well, yeah, maybe he's running behind, or it's all, you know, the landscaper's fault. But in all actuality, it's the management company's fault because they're not on their job cutting me a check when I invoiced them on the 25th of last month. And it's the 15th of this month, and I ain't got a check yet. So, all that, you know, I talked to them and everything, and they say they got it in the mail, checks in, all that. See, I don't care how big the entity is. I just want my check. I don't care nothing about, you know, them cutting 1,000 checks, you know, every week or whatever. I don't care nothing about none of that. I just want my check, you know. And he told me to invoice him early, you know, then that would give him time to, you know, to cut me a check. And so I did. And I know a lot of guys, you know, I see you guys on YouTube or hear stories of, you know, guys like me that, you know, 90 days, 60 days. Well, I'm not going to be in business doing that. Don't nobody owe me money for 60 days, y'all. Never. No, and we don't never hit 30 days, really. Because when we start getting to the next rotation of cuts, and especially one thing, just a word of advice to guys that are starting out or, you know, starting to grow a little bit and starting to get their feet under them, just to let you know, the closer you get to the season, end of the season, and people owe you money, the less leverage you have, because it doesn't need cutting anymore. And when it doesn't need cutting anymore, that's when you'll find yourself begging for your own money, and you ain't got nothing well, you can't say I'm not going to come cut it because it ain't going to need cutting. And then the way I've had people do me, and HOAs and businesses do me like that, where, oh, if it ain't a priority in August, then it certainly is not a priority in October. Because in August, you can always hold over the fact that, well, I'm not going to cut it no more. And then that shit will start getting tall, and then they'll pay you. But in October, you can't do that. Just a word to the wise, that's all. And see, I'm not gonna go into September with this HOA owing me $2,000 or $3,000. Nope. You know, I'm already doing it on the front, where I'm cutting it and then invoicing them. Tell you what, well, this right here, going over here and picking somebody up is ugly. So far out of my way. I'm going to work a lot harder, man. Doing what you got to do, though, you know. It's the way it is. It's what it is, really. Doing whatever you got to do to stay rolling. I'm supposed to be on the other side of town. Yeah, that way. And I'm going this way. Yeah, the HOA thinks they're gonna owe me money going into the off season. That ain't happening, man. I done got I'm too hip for that shit. I'd rather go on and just cut my losses. And even though I know that HOA over there is looking bad, it is looking pretty bad. Not terrible, but let me hurry up and get up here where I can sit in this traffic. But we got a lot to do. There's a lot on the list, and you know, once we get started, it'll be okay. But I got to get through my own emotional bull to be able to be okay with picking somebody up, and that's hard, man. See, I don't even want to be around them. You know, guys that come out here and this kind of thing happens for no reason at all, I don't even want to be around them, because I ain't got nothing good to say. It ain't nothing but I just feel so much anger, right? You know, so. And I guess, you know, the biggest thing is, and I'm not mad or anything, the biggest thing is I resent and I don't like for the health to be mandating me to do anything. There's enough stuff that I have to do just because I'm owner of a business, and this is apparently one of the ones that that you have to do that nobody really talks about or anything. But I ain't got a whole lot of good vibes, none of that shit. I'm doing what I preach, man, right? I'm just pushing through with a little bit of crying. Right? That's what I'm doing. I'm pushing through with a little bit of crying. So, okay, y'all, so we got another problem, you know, and I guess if you break it all the way down, it's my fault. So, yesterday, you know, I backed my trailer with the car rig up at that mechanic shop, and I back it up next to a tree. Okay, so can't nobody lower the ramp and steal the mower, right? So I back it up, and there's a branch from another tree got hung on the top of the ramp, and it pushed the ramp in, and it broke this. This was already bent a little bit, but it broke it on off. So yeah, another thing I got to deal with. So now we're rolling with one latch on the trailer, pulling it with a car that really ain't supposed to be, you know, pulling that rig, because the truck's in the shop. The guy that's pulling it wrecked his car. I mean, dude, I mean, I don't know that I can make this shit up any more busy, right? I'm gonna have to go buy one of them though, because we're not gonna be able to do that for long. I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot going on, man. I've stopped by Napa real quick to see if they have one in stock, and they don't. I'm headed over here to one that I've never cut by myself. They're building a building there, and I don't know if it made the video yesterday. The videos are getting, you know, kind of hard for me to do and keep on track because there's so many things going on right in front of me that I lose track of my train of thought, because I have to focus on the number one thing is making money out here, and you know, all that there. But Zach seemed to be in a good headspace. He was ready to go when I pulled up. You know, he's gonna have to have some help though, you know, starting the car or something. So I guess I'm gonna have to help him get the car started. That damn Sarah, she ain't worth a damn. But she's steady begging me to cut her grass, but she ain't trying to do anything to help me, right? Her grass, yeah. And I've cut her grass for free quite a few times. I've even filled her car up with gas for free a couple times. And I can't even get her to give Zach a ride to work, you know? That bothers me, you know? But at this point, y'all be quite honest with you, everything freaking bothers me, man. What the hell, Ray? Everything bothers me. So, yeah. But I'm glad that I've been spraying all the properties and everything, because doing them solo, it's helped out a lot, you know. And not having Francisco out here is really starting to feel, I'm really starting to feel it now, you know. Not financially, you know, I'm starting to feel it physically, because having that third guy out here can really minimize everybody's burnout capacity, right? Because, you know, I'm burned out. I know Zach's getting burned out. I know, you know, that it's hot, and I know that the equipment's catching hell, and, you know, I'm just like, man, I just want to make it through another month. You know, I got a truck in the shop. I mean, we running skinny, and we can't hardly afford for nothing to break. You know, nothing major. The mechanics over here at the shop, they're just now getting to the truck, because I told them there wasn't no hurry, because, well, I got the Kia, so what's the hurry in getting the other truck running? I am saving a little bit of money on fuel, but, you know, that Kia really, it'll pull that trailer no problem, but it really ain't, you know, it ain't, and it's legal, don't get me wrong, but it really ain't designed to pull no trailer like that. It'll do it, and it'll do it until it don't, I guess. But, you know, I'm just, you know, it seems like I'm ad-libbing, you know, a lot. And I keep telling myself, okay, we're just trying to push on through the season. That's all we're trying to do, push through. I was supposed to be over here an hour ago. See, I didn't know that he wasn't going to have a ride to the mechanic shop. I thought for sure that, you know, he would take care of all that, you know. This property right here is going to be bad, man. We ain't done it in a month because they're building a stupid building over here. And they said they're going to be out here digging for the power today. Well, I mean, you know. I mean, it's taking them over a month. Yeah, over a month. Probably 6 or 7 weeks to build this building. I mean, and that's after the slab was poured. And man, he paid a lot of money too. He paid like $75,000 or $80,000, and that was just for the building and the slab. That ain't counting the, you know, the power. And it's smaller than my place. Oh, it's a lot smaller. It's just HOA approved. And HOA approves all these little details that, you know, he could have put I mean, the metal buildings are not bad looking at all. You get the right color and everything. They're not bad looking at all. I mean, you can get them multicolored and all kinds of stuff. You can get them with all the trim. I mean, you know, gutters. I mean, I don't know why they would not approve, you know, a top metal building. He could have got a lot more bang for his buck. He could have, he could have got a, shoot, for $80,000 or $100,000, he could have got a damn, you know, a 70 by 70 with freaking, you know, 12-foot ceilings and shit. He could have got a monster of a building. This building's gonna be, I mean, it's big, but it ain't, you know, it ain't nothing. And the building does look pretty good, I guess, but it's small, man, compared to my building, dude. That building will fit in mine. I mean, it might be a 10 by 20, probably a, it might be 20 foot wide. Okay, y'all, I took a hit on that one, man. I was there for over an hour, man. Yeah, man, that's a 80. So, you know, I ain't make nothing over there today, man. I was there for an hour and 10 minutes. Be like that sometime, and, you know, I didn't have to do all the detail, but it was so tall from where they've had this building built, and I don't know if I got video of the building or not, but he's in that building about $85,000, $90,000. So I got to go over here and do this one, and then I got to cut my aunt's too. She lives on the same street. My aunt Jess texted me and said, "Hey, can you cut our grass?" So what I'll do is I'm gonna pull on up in there and I'm gonna cut hers real quick. I'm just gonna have to knock it down because I ain't got time to be doing a lot of detail. So I'm gonna call her right now and tell her I'm coming. And I don't charge her, of course. So I'll kick back. All right, y'all. So that's 3 I got done. 10:30. Not doing that great on time, man. But it ought to get a little quicker as I get to the next ones, because the next 3 are all within 50 yards of each other. So I'm gonna do 2 of them. Zach's gonna do 1, and yeah, he's probably gonna be. Yeah, he's over there at. He's about where I thought he would be. Tell you what, I ain't no joke out here, man. When my back gets pushed to the wall, I ain't nothing nice, y'all. I said nothing nice. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 850 today. You know. What's that truck doing? All right, y'all, I gotta get to it. All right, y'all. So I got those 2 done. That's another. So that's 5 I done. It's 11:20. I'm at what, like $380 or so, something like that. Zach's on his 3rd one, but he, like I said, he had a little bit more to do on each one than me, and he had a little more traveling between jobs. So he got the 2 done, and now he's over here. I don't know how far along on this one he is, but I probably won't help him. It ain't worth it. I'll go on and do one other one on the way back toward my neighborhood. Then we're gonna go into my neighborhood and we're gonna do 1, and then after that we're gonna go over to the shop, and we're gonna drop that vehicle, the rig and all. He parks on the road. I don't know why he parks on the road over here. The man said that we could park in the driveway. I mean, if you ain't got to park on the road, don't, right? You know, especially when you got the owner of a big property right next door says, yeah, y'all can just park right here. I mean, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go on and hit Nancy. I mean, not Nancy. Lena. When you leave here, you go on to Nancy. We'll do that one, and then we're gonna go to the shop, drop that at the shop, right? And then we'll continue on the route. And Joe, we'll do that with 1 truck, right? I mean, you ought to park right there in that driveway, dude. It'd be a lot better for you. I mean, he said we could pull in that driveway. How much longer you got over here? You done cut the back? I know. We're about where we need to be, I guess. You know, well, this one right here is real easy. They're out of town, and all they told me was, look, Ray, just go by and hit it real quick. We're gonna be gone for a month. And I'm like, okay. And they're a regular customer, so you know, I don't really have to. There's not a lot of detail over here or nothing, and you can spray, and you know, you can do all that too. So another 15 minutes on that one. So you know, even though I didn't do good on the first property I did, you know, it took me a lot longer than what it's supposed to. Over an hour for what, $70 I think I charged, or $80, I can't remember. Yeah. So now I'm headed to the one in my neighborhood, and I'll probably beat Zach over there because he was 20 minutes away from being done with that one. And he, you know, Zach works a lot harder than I do out here. But the reason that is because, well, he doesn't think like I think. And that's not a dig or nothing, that's just the reality of it. See, I think in terms of every move needs to mean something. And I know all the customers, and I know their personalities, and I know what their expectations are. See, Zach just does them all the same. See, I can, you know, do things a little bit different, which makes me faster, more efficient, and all that there. But I'm supposed to be. I'm the owner. 11:43, so there's Zach right there. Good deal. That'll work. Right on time. See how the timing is? Zach's 100 yards in front of me. You got to be good with the timing. And I'm gonna tell you a trick to getting good with the timing is get another truck or rig for one of your guys to drive. And even if they just follow you around all day and y'all just work from both vehicles, it'll really help with your timing, and you can delegate things out a lot better that way. Because if you can sync together, you know, two vehicles out here, you can really do the properties a lot faster. And once you get good at it, you can incorporate twice as many properties, really, without having to give up twice the money. So, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm giving up more than twice the money, but that's another video. All right, y'all, so I just pulled up, gonna drop Zach off. He's going in there to get the cables and his key, and we're gonna try to jump his car off. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but yeah, so that's where we're at, man. Okay, it fired right up, y'all, and it's running. I told him to keep it running for a while, you know, so yeah. Just don't let it run hot, but it seems to, it cranked up pretty quick. I mean, if the jumper cables were only on it just a minute. So, yeah, that's good, man. So far, so good. One good thing, you know, that's a blessing. Yeah, he didn't get hurt, and his car still runs. So now it's just about fixing that tire. Not the tire, but it's bent in. I got some pictures of it. But you know, if I was him, I would be considering driving that sucker over to the shop in the morning. That's what I'd be doing if I was him. I would play around with it right here, back and forth in the driveway here, and then I would see how it, you know, how it drove. But if you can push it right, if you can push it with your hands, right, in neutral, then and it's not a front wheel drive vehicle, then that pretty much tells you that the wheel is free spinning. Even though everything's bent on the thing, it's still free spinning wheel. As long as that wheel ain't wedged up against nothing, no, the tie rod or whatever's inside the strut or whatever, as long as it ain't wedged up against that, then, and you don't destroy the tire, then that's good. But it took him 3 days to get it jumped off. I mean, that's not good. I couldn't imagine not having no friends that'll jump me off. My buddy, you know, his buddy let him use the jumper cables, but didn't jump him off. Just saying. But we got everything on the list done, plus 2. Yeah, plus 2 yards. So, well, actually plus 3, because Zach did an extra one too. So it's a good place to be in, really. If you can do, you know, if me and Zach can do 3 properties extra, that's pretty good. I feel pretty good about today, even though I've been crying all day long. I feel pretty good about where we're at, you know, overall. And y'all get this, we're doing so good, I think we're going to be able to have a day off. Thursday. Yep.